I'm just gonna say it. If you think the random number generator is the way games should reward players, you're a fucking idiot. Plain and simple. If you think a lotto system is the best way to determine how high you rank up, take your ass back to World of Nerdcraft and go fuck a Worgen. Take your ignorant ass back to EVE Online and sink a battleship of the 17th Royal Highness Fleet, or hop on a fucking chocobo and ride your ass over to the sunset and fucking Final Fantasy, a realm repaid for, motherfucker, because Destiny is not an MMO. Not even close, not even remotely similar to the MMOs of today. There is no fucking reason this game should have a random loot system, let alone how utterly absurd the gun system is alone. Indefinite random shit does not work in a game that is as incomplete and lacking content as Destiny. Now, let's just put this argument to the test. Would any MMO player, Nerdcraft, EVE, WildStar, whatever the fuck you want to call these games, would any of you keyboard jockeys classify Destiny as an MMO game? If I were to say Destiny is an MMO for consoles and does MMO features better than Guild Wars, what would you say? You'd laugh your fucking ass off if Destiny would be put in a category of best MMO of the year, which shows this argument of comparing the Destiny loot system to MMO loot systems is bullshit. If you won't put this game in the same class as an MMO, then it certainly doesn't need the reward system of an MMO. But for some magical reason, assholes will defend this loot system. Fucktards will say, random is random, and it's working as intended. Yes, random is not meant to reward everyone equally, but that's the fucking problem. Look, this isn't 2006 anymore. Look outside your goddamn window. It's almost 2015. Video games change, franchises evolve, but being stuck in an outdated system that pisses people off in a game with already limited content is not going to endear yourself to its fans. Top to bottom, the loot system has got to fucking go. This isn't an idea of future DLC or whatever the fuck. This is a full-scale patch that needs to change the currency model of the game. Random shit does not cut it in this game that already requires hours of grinding on repetitive shit. Personally, I don't mind the grinding part. I don't mind the game putting in features that takes a shitload of time to rank up your shit, provided there is enough content that will keep people busy. And that's the biggest flaw with Destiny's random generator. There isn't enough content in the game to make it feel like you're doing something new or special. It's the main reason why people sat in front of a fucking loot cave for hours on end trying to obtain any level of shit they possibly could. The randomness of the system wouldn't be as magnified as a problem unless there was a shitload of content to do. Think about this for a second. If there were 50 story missions, 6 or 8 different locations to visit, you know, they mentioned Saturn, Jupiter, even same fucking cities on a goddamn planet. Say old Chicago like we saw in some of the rumors. Say another part of the moon, another part of Mars. You could go with 10 strike missions, 3 to 4 raids, daily nightfall challenges, daily heroic strike mission challenges, plus the variety of missions they could throw at us, and now you're talking. Now you're looking at an excellent way to spread out that random shit, although still fucking annoying. But now you have the content to say that the random rewards are available to pretty much do anything you want. Instead, rewards are limited based on limited content. The random rewards you get are randomized after you randomly get them. Yes, the exhibit meme fits perfectly here. Because randomness is rewarded by randomness after randomly getting something. Granted, Bungie doesn't want all their content just given away the first month of the game, otherwise people wouldn't play this shit. But the system may or may not reward you this week. But hey, there's always next week, as opposed to the next particular ongoing challenge. Destiny wants to call itself a persistent online shooter world, yet the rewards are anything but persistent. Inconsistent is a better term, but an even better term, time limited. Due to the weekly lockout, only one chance of getting your random rewards doing Nightfall, the raid, more than once per character is pointless. Unless you're helping out a friend, you know you're getting dick with rewards. What the fuck is the point of doing something over again? Why do Nightfall 6 times in a week when you're not getting shit out of it? Why would I do Nightfall in a class that gets nothing? Just for the fuck of it? Just to say I want to do it? Come on, man. Unless I'm working on that Pocket Infinity Challenge, I have no reason to return to Nightfall after I get something. I have no reason to return to the raid after getting something from their random fucking rewards. Well, the raid usually gave me shards and chatterwipe, but you know what? Fuck that shit. Granted, people have their reason for doing the raid 15 times a week in order to be the highest rating motherfucker, or they need the live stream so gullible kids will donate $5 to them. Man, ain't that the most criminal shit I've ever said? I ain't gonna get into it, man. In any event, if you play this game for rewards, for loot, it takes a shitload of annoying time. Randomness works in MMOs where stupid ass people pay per month to get unique content, but in Destiny, this doesn't work. There is no reason the kid who finished 1 in 14 in the Crucible should get a legendary weapon while you go 20 and 13 and you get nothing. There is no reason someone could go AFK in a strike mission, leaving the game on, and get an exotic weapon at the end even though they never left the fucking spawn. There's no reason someone sitting in front of a loot cave shooting level 4 enemies for 15 hours a day should be rewarded with some of the highest level shit in the game and get rewards Defining rewards, once the Crypt Troll ranks up, the loot system is irrevocably broken, 100% positively broken. And of course, I have a fix for all this, and it's already tied to how the game works already. For starters, Destiny right now has 5 currency systems plus RNG, and with the Dark Below pack, you have this semi-sort of 6 currency in this motherfucker. We have Glimmer, which is essentially money. We have Crucible and Van Marks used to buy gear and now materials after that big patch. We have Motes of Light and Strange Coins. 5 fucking forms of currency. Why the fuck not? And the Dark Below gives us a commendation token or whatever the fuck it is, so that's additional bullshit. We have more currency types than actual planets and locations in the game. Let that shit sink in for a minute. And then we have 5 monetary values and only 4 planets to collect these shits on before any additional DLC. Throw in Crypt Troll with engrams, and now you have the most fucked up logic in this game, all tied into how you will rank up because your gear determines your rank. Another fucking stupid decision that will get the BluePrint treatment down the road. But first and foremost, the currency system needs to be simplified down. We don't need 5 forms of currency, and I would drop that shit down to 2. Marks and either Strange Coins or Motes of Light. Shit, you can combine the last 2 and call them Strange Motes of Light Coins. I don't give a fuck. It's the same fucking thing. After level 20, Glimmer becomes nothing more than crafting material. And think about this for a second. What do you buy with it? Maybe some ammo synthesis? Maybe some fusion guns for that exotic bounty to get the pocket infinity and shit like that? The gunsmith is worthless after level 20. That shit bitch sells me the same fucking brown shit, so why am I gonna bother going over there when I could get engrams for her? The shader lady in the dark alley sells the same ugly shit every day, and that's after they said they were gonna give her more shaders. Ooh, wow, 4 more shaders. Now we're rolling in free content, sucker. The only thing you really need Glimmer for at this point is to upgrade your weapons. That's it. It's a pointless currency at the highest levels of the game. It's crafting material, almost no different than the weapon parts or spirit orbs or ascended energy and all the other shit that you get. Coins or Motes of Light are another issue. What the fuck is the point? No, really, why does Zer want both for different items? Only him and the speaker want that shit and that Iron Banner motherfucker whenever he shows up, so why the fuck do we need both of these? Here's an idea to make this shit simple. Consolidate it. Like I said before, I don't care what you call it, but it's 2 currencies that do the same damn thing. Every time you rank up, you get a Mote of Light. Every time you do the weekly, you get coins. Fuck that, combine them. Now when you hit the XP marker, you get a Strange Mote of Light coin. Every weekly mission you do, you get 9 Strange Motes of Light coin, because ultimately, the one person who you use this for comes to the games on Fridays. That's it. The redundancy alone is what makes this frustrating. You have annoyingly repetitive content, you have embarrassingly limited content, yet 2 fucking currencies that do the same damn thing. I don't know who the fuck thought this shit was a good idea, but it's pointless. Marks are another point of contention. We have a Vanguard list and we have a Crucible list. Each has their own marks that you need to meet. Each also has a reputation quota you have to hit in order to buy shit from them. Why? Why the fuck do we need both? Why am I collecting 100 marks per week, yet I still have to get to rank 2 or rank 3 or whatever the fuck to purchase shit? Why do the factions only take Crucible marks as opposed to Vanguard marks? Again, a redundant system made incredibly complicated by stupid decisions. Then they want to fucker this shit over more with commendations. I rank up, I can buy something. Wait, what? Now I rank up and I need a coin and marks to buy something. I mean, think about this for a second. When you go to the store, do you give someone dollars and euros? No. Imagine going to Burger King and ordering your Whopper and being told that will cost $3 and 2 euros. Well, can I just give you $5? No. I need $3 and 2 euros. Well, I only have a $5 bill and a $10 euro. Don't worry, I'll give you change for each. The fuck? Bungie, seriously? Do you use both hands to wipe your ass after you take a shit? No. So why the fuck do we need commendations now also? Holy fucking shit, man. Another stupid fucking decision when it comes to currency. And again, it's a simple solution. Combine all things. Commendations are utterly fucking irrelevant, and I would remove that from the game entirely. Should have never been in the game in the first place, let alone have to be part of a DLC. Fuck that shit. I also don't give a fuck about whether the marks came from the Crucible or the environment, because here's the rub. You still need a reputation to buy shit. Combining Crucible and Vanguard marks into just one category called marks eliminates this incredible unnecessary redundancy, because after all, there is nothing about Destiny that isn't redundant or repetitive already, right? You'll earn your marks for the week, 200 or whatever, but you can only buy items from vendors when you hit the appropriate rank. And it's not like all these vendors are selling fantastic shit. I mean, you don't see people running around with Dr. Nope all the time, that spray and pray machine that fires more bullets than a sorority girl puking her brains after the night of binge drinking. No! Outside of maybe the Shadow Price, a Vanquisher, and a few fusion rifles, the fuck else you want from the vendors by the time you reach the highest levels? You don't want shit. right now people are snatching up that level 31 gear, which I could bitch about in its own separate DLC video, but I'm not going to be addressing the current DLCs in any of the BluePrint videos. I'm going to address DLC, but not individual packs. But once you have some level 31 gear, what the fuck are you going to do afterwards? By combining the marks, but keeping the reputation system intact, you still have to work towards each part of the game. If the Crucible motherfucker selling a Crucible gun, you can't just play the environment and get marks to buy it. No. You will have to earn your Crucible reputation the hard way, and no collecting spin metal and selling it for reputation. Thankfully, they removed that shit because it was fucking stupid. You're not gonna pay a vendor with metallic weed for reputation, you lazy fuck. You earn your marks wherever you want them, but reputation is earned to unlock the ability to purchase the merchandise. And one quick solution, I just removed so much unnecessary shit from this game. And yes, Bungie, it is that fucking simple. If Microsoft can patch all their bad console decisions before the release of Xbox One, and basically a week after they just announced that shit, you can certainly patch this shit up to remove all the pointless garbage. You fix exploits before you fix the problems with the game. So if the currency isn't considered a problem with the game, you're clearly out your fucking minds. Endgame loot has also got to change. No more random rewards for shit. No more chances of getting an exotic in the game, particularly if you did absolutely nothing. No more running a raid 10 times and getting one fucking reward the entire time. Now we need to change shit up. All exotic weapons and armors should be obtained through bounties. Yes, I said it. Although I cannot stand Crucible bounties, I like the idea of having to work for something as opposed to randomly just receiving it or buying it outright from Xur. Instead of Xur selling you the actual items for the week, now he will sell exotic bounties. Arrive at the tower, complete an exotic bounty for your reward, and your strange light coins, whatever the fuck you want to call it, will now go towards buying bounties for all the exotic guns and armors in the game. Legendaries will still be separate, but for all the exotics, they would be part of a bounty system. Each bounty needs to be something worthy as well. For example, let's say you have a piece of armor that increases the damage of your Nova Bomb. Whatever, I'm just using this as an example. Then the challenge should be Nova Bomb related, such as killing enemies in Nightfall with the Nova Bomb, or players in the Crucible, whatever the fuck. Say you get a sniper rifle bounty. Now you need long distance headshots or whatever the fuck to complete that bounty. Your after game rewards will be given in coins that will be used to purchase shit from Xur or other vendors if you wish. Instead of the game randomly giving you a strange coin or a useless gun, now you will earn coins based on performance. People at the top of the leaderboards in the Crucible on winning and losing teams will receive the best rewards. People who did nothing, well, you get a big old nothing. Same with strike missions. If everyone pulled their weight, did objectives, then you will all get similar rewards. If someone did nothing, then they will get nothing. You will get points for your damage, assists, kills, boss kills, precision shots, revives, orbs created, all that kind of shit. And based on how well you did in all those items, you will receive a certain amount of coins for your effort. Basically, the reward system will now give players incentives to play better and feel like you got the reward you deserve for carrying a team. No more of this shit where someone joins a strike mission, sits outside the area for kills, and gets a fucking reward. No. Active participation is needed for reward. Now, the unfortunate side effect of giving coins out like Skittles on Halloween is the price of items will have to go up. If the currency is now based on performance, then the price of items has to go up since the currency will be more common. It's only a fair trade-off. I mean, we can't have every motherfucker running around with all the exotic weapons after just 1 week. No. I still want to keep some caps in place to make sure people aren't burning through all the weapons immediately. I would limit the number of bounties a player can buy from Xur and pretty much stay on par with how we can only get weekly visits from him. Another side effect is just how useless most of the vendors will become at this point. I mean, let's face it, did anyone ever visit that chick giving out fucking shaders before the patch? Of course not. The bitch only had 4 fucking sharders and they said it would refresh yet. It never fucking changed. Now she has like 6 shaders and that shit never changes. What about that Tess Everest chick at the front of the kiosk tower? What the fuck does she do? Not a goddamn thing. She has all these emblems I don't fucking want. Get rid of her. By eliminating the randomness of the engram bullshit, we all but removed the Cryptarch from the game, and thankfully. So that right alone is a brilliant fucking move. Although now the fucking Postmaster's become the ultimate troll. He'll give you a purple goddamn item, yet you get a message with only 2 fucking blue engrams. Fuck you, man. Bungie never fixed that shit. Cryptarch will decode anything of a color with a certain chance for an upgrade, but you still get blue items from purple messages from this motherfucker at the goddamn post office. Fuck him, man. The gunsmith will now also become popular because all those guns that are legendary that aren't in the tower vendors, you know, the random purple items in the game that vanguards or factions don't have, will now cycle through the gunsmith. He'll be able to sell you blue, green, and purple items for either coins or marks as well. That way, you have a reason to have the gunsmith in the game after level 20, since right now he basically just sells crap. Now, the last piece to discuss in the reward system would be the raid. I like the raid. I've said this, the best part of the game from the beginning, and I would stick to that in a minute, but the issues with raid rewards have more to do with the problems of the armor and ranking system than it does with the randomness itself, because the raid is somewhat unique to the game and that you have set rewards inside the raid that you could only receive from there. I will do a separate raid video because there are a number of changes I would like to make to the rewards of the raid system. The raid itself and the gameplays are fine, outside of all the glitchy shit that Bungie didn't want to fix. But there are some issues that need to be addressed with both of the raids that we have right now. Now, one final thing to note, and something that I've debated about for a while. Does this game need a trading system? Will Destiny benefit from a trading system between players? And the overwhelming answer would be yes. A trading system would be perfect in the current version of what Destiny offers. However, in my vision, with all the fixes that I just mentioned, a trading system would seem almost pointless, because my system is an actual earning system as opposed to being randomized rewards. You will get the ability to pick and choose what you want, but with the way Destiny works now, without my changes, a limited trading system could work. Now, I can go into the details of how a trading system could work in the current game with what Bungie does, but it pretty much defeats the purpose of what I just went through in this fucking video. So maybe one day I'll do it as its own separate video, how it could work and all that other shit, which is pretty simple and straightforward for the most part, but not going to give its own blueprint video. I'm not going to talk about it here because it goes against what I've put out. Now look, I can go into more minute details of how the loot system could work and could probably do this over 4 to 5 videos, but it's just not worth it. The basics are simple. Condense the currency, remove the random rewards, replace that with defined currency rewards, increase the threshold of what's needed to purchase these items, and make exotics gained by bounties only. You now have a structured system in which random number generators do not determine the rewards you get in an already stripped down incomplete game. It's certainly a starting point to how the game should have operated since day one, instead of having to patch shit each week because people don't like this shit to begin with. Anyways, as you guys can see, I have plenty of ideas of how to fix this mother. I told you guys from the beginning, if I put together a blueprint series, I'm going to put together a massive change plan that shows what this game could and should have done to fix this motherfucker. And I got a whole bunch more ideas to go. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.